Hey, so I'm still in Australia. It's still really cold. I'm like bundled up right now in my jacket in my room, eating ice cream. Eating ice cream when it's really cold is actually the best. And thank God Australia is better than the States when it comes to food safety because this thing is Fort Knox. You cannot open this and lick it and put it back just like you can in the States. But anyways, that's not why I'm making this video. So I was thinking I should make like a little follow-up to the video that I made for getting the best airfare tickets. And I think I should show you guys exactly how to do it. I'm a visual learner, so I need to see things. I'm gonna do it step by step and how I actually find a cheap fare. And maybe I'll find a cheap enough fare that I'll actually buy. First things first, go to your browser, go in incognito mode or privacy mode, and then you're going to want to go to your settings and go to where it tells you to delete your cookies. Delete browsing history is what it'll say for Chrome, and then you want to delete your cached images and your cookies. I like to start with Skyscanner, and Skyscanner has an option where you can put where you are. I'm in Melbourne. And then where you want to go is everywhere, so it'll show you the prices of everywhere, from cheapest to most expensive. I chose depart time all of July, and these are one-way fares. So as you can see, Australia is from $40. I can fly to Adelaide. Hong Kong, $233. All these options are one way. I ended up choosing just to see Maldives, and look at the calendar. It gives you the most expensive all the way to the cheapest. What I like about Skyscanner is that it gives you best, cheapest, and fastest routes depending on your budget. I chose the cheapest, $250. Now what I like to do is look at the airline. It's Scoot. I know that Scoot is a budget airline, so I make sure that I look at the bag fees, see how it says self-transfer. Make sure you read that, you understand what self-transfer means. Then I make sure that there's accommodations. Now I usually quickly go to booking.com, put in my dates, and just see more or less the type of housing and prices. I like booking.com because it's super easy to just see how much stuff is. They always have good pictures, and the reviews are spot on usually. And then Airbnb is also a really good place to check, to kind of compare prices. And so go to Airbnb and just quickly make sure that the accommodations are in your budgets before you start to look at the tickets again. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Roundtrip Tickets. So these are Roundtrip ticket prices for July to various different locations. China, $400 something. Have Beijing. Remember though, if you have a US passport, you're gonna have a visa. That's $120, so that's also something you need to keep in mind. And it looks like there's a really cheap ticket round trip to Manila, so I checked that. I probably get a one-way since I like, bouncing to different countries. Cebu Pacific is a really cheap airline, but then after I see the price, I would make sure to go research the baggage fees for the airline. I'm usually a carry-on person, so I would make sure that they had a carry-on. I would do my due diligence with the research of the airline before I would actually buy the ticket, but $295 for a direct flight is not bad at all. After that, I would go to Google Flights as well to check their prices, because they have sometimes even more exclusive prices in different airlines that you can look at. And so I like to put in the location, Manila's location, and then go to their map. And I like the map because you can actually zoom in and see the prices for specific dates within the next 6 months or a specific month. And I put July. Now these are all the prices. Look how cheap. Manila to Hong Kong, $80. Manila to Singapore, $80. so many places you can go, as you can see on the map. These are all one-ways. So this is how I would decide my next trip, basically, like what the next part of the journey would be. I would love to go to some other places, but if it's too expensive on the map, then I just postpone it. Another step that I like to do is go to Scott's Cheap Deals as well. And with Scott Cheap Deals, I usually see what's on sale. And once I know what's on sale, which countries are on sale, I know whether or not I can find cheap tickets in that area. And then I do the same process that I'm doing now. Go to Skyscanner, look at the map on Google Flights, look at Airbnb, look at Booking.com, and then if I'm going to do a hostel, I would also look at hostel websites. So yeah, that's basically my process. Hey, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And catch you in the next video.